want to be famous? You. No, just making sure, because after this video, you might just be. Okay, let's be serious for a second. The advice that I'm about to give you is very practical advice that could actually get you on the For You page on TikTok or even on YouTube. And here's how you're gonna do that. The first ever TikTok video that I ever posted on my channel went so viral that it got 2.4 million. In that video, I tackled a very serious issue when it comes to learning German. And with that being said, that is your first step. Go ahead and think, what am I good at? Like, what am I really good at that I can explain to someone now without even doing my homework on it? What am I so good at that if someone asked me a question, I could instantly answer them about it? No issues. What am I so good at that I deserve being famous and known for? What am I so good at that people can trust me with the information that I give them? Once you have your answer, this may just be the niche that you should go into. In my case, it was German. Whether I like it or not, this is the content that people want to see from me. It just seems to be the case that they trust the information that I give, and it's understandable because I do understand the grammar very deeply, and I do have a way of explaining vocabulary and the meaning behind it. I do have a way of explaining a language, and that's just something that I'm good at. That's an advantage that I have. So once you have your answer, you know this may be something you're going to want to consider. The second step is find an issue that most people are having when it comes to this niche, when it comes to this thing that you're really good at. Why are other people struggling with it? What is it that's causing an obstacle in their way? Once you have that answer, you're going to want to get a piece of paper. For our third step, you're going to solve this problem. You're going to write out ways, and you're going to want to simplify this. Don't make it too difficult for the watcher. They want quick, simple answers. Now, of course, if we're talking about rocket science, which I know nothing about, it cannot be that there's a simple answer. But if you chose something a bit simpler, like makeup for example, and most people are struggling with having a very clear base and they keep getting bumpy foundation and it just looks uneven and wrong. But you are very good at makeup and you have the solution for that. You are very qualified to make a video and solve this issue for these people. That is what people want to see. People want solutions. People want you to make their life easier. And that is what you're going to do. But the videos that you're going to want to put out are videos that are thought out, planned well, and you know what you're about to say. Don't make it very spontaneous and just say whatever comes to mind. You should have this planned. Hence why I said grab a piece of paper and write the stuff out. Solve the problem, but write it simply. Write the steps, 1, 2, 3, this is what you're going to do. People want structure. People want you to make it easier for them. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Now, how does this apply to the very first video that I posted on TikTok? And is this why it really went viral? I'm gonna play the video right now and I want you to tell me why you think that it did so well. Are you trying to learn the German language and can't figure out if it's der, die oder das? Let me give you some tips to help you figure it out straight away just by looking at the word. If the noun ends with ing or eit, it's most definitely feminine. Die Übung, die Beziehung, die Freundlichkeit, die Krankheit. Words that end with ion are also... I have many different assumptions about this. I think one, it could be the sound, how it sounds really crispy. Audio is really important, so it sounds good. I had very good background music there as well, a very nice instrumental. I had a little bit of a funny hairstyle going on that could have pulled the viewer in as well, but mainly it's the information that they're receiving. I took one of the biggest problems in the German language, which is der, die, das. If you're learning German, then you definitely know. People find it really hard to distinguish. There is no way to know. And in their heads, they think they must memorize every article with the word. So they think they're gonna have to literally memorize this for every single word in the German language. And I came and said, no, you actually don't. Here is your solution. By giving a solution to such a big problem, that drew people in and that kept them watching the video. Because yes, I'm not only interested, I wasn't only pulled in, but I actually want to stay and I want the solution by the end of the video. If you can do that, if you can implement this idea, bring a problem and introduce it, make sure people know and have this problem themselves, solve this problem very simply, and what you want to make sure is happening is that people by the end of the video not only know the solution, but they have it in a way that they can actually implement it so that they don't have this problem again. This way they're going to keep coming back to you, trusting you as a source to solve even more problems of theirs. Whether it's in this niche or a completely other one, they're going to trust you as a valid source because you solved one of their issues already. Now let's apply this logic to this video. If you've made it this far, what was the problem that I introduced, and what is the solution that you now have? Well, the problem was you want to go viral on TikTok, but it feels like there is no way to do that. It feels so impossible and far-fetched. The solution, however, were the exact steps that you need to take in order to actually make it happen. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it gave you a good solution. Write me in the comments down below if there's anything else you're struggling with, whether it comes to language learning or just generally social media, makeup, music. I know my way around. Do let me know what you would like to see more of from me. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.